Hi guys. Okay, so this video is going to be a little different. Okay, where do I start? Right, I'm really annoyed. Okay, so people say a lot of things about me. Okay, they've called me a slut because I've got 3 kids to the 3 different dads, which I don't care because, you know, shit happens. Okay. People call me a big mouth because I'm loud, and okay, that's fine. People like me, yeah, cool, you like me, I'll get along with you, we can, let's be friends. People don't like me, that's fine. Not everyone's gonna like me, and I don't like everyone either, so, you're entitled to your own opinions, okay? The one thing that pisses me off so bad is when people judge my parenting and the decisions I make for my children, because I'm a Capricorn, okay, and I'm a woman, so I overthink so bad, and I do pros and cons to everything. I may not write a list down all the time, but I will sit there and think, what is best for my child. So yesterday, okay, my ex-partner, my son's father, my oldest child, his father's girlfriend decides to post on my 3 kids to 3 different dads video, if you want to go have a look, a comment. Okay, I'll post the comment up and I'll show you guys right here. Okay, so, right. She claims that I kept my son away from his father. Yes, okay, I will be honest, and yes, I did, okay? She's also deleted the comment before I could even reply, so I've blocked her. So if she watches this, I hope you see this video, because you need to be schooled, girlfriend, okay? Your partner, right? He's not the best dude in the world, and he's a freaking compulsive liar, okay? Yeah, right. So we'll start off there. The reason why I kept him away from my son, right, is because he used to lie to my son. He used to always say, I'm going to pick you up, I'm going to pick you up, and when it comes to the day, he wouldn't pick him up. Or he'd pick him up for a while, like I think he was picking my son up every Tuesday, once a week for 6 hours, from school hours, because I used to drop my other daughter off at daycare. And so he would have my son, right, and I didn't stop him. And then all of a sudden, he just stopped showing up. Okay, he would make my son cry so many times from all the broken promises that he gave my son. So I'm sorry if you feel offended, but as a mother, I feel that my son should not be crying over his father lying to him, okay? So yes, I kept him away, and, excuse me, but I warned my ex. I said to him, if you're going to keep doing this, you're going to stop seeing your son because he's crying, and I told him. Right, and then so I think it was a year later, I let him see his son again, because no, it wasn't a year later, it was a little bit after that, but I let him see his son again, and it kept going like that. It just more broken promises, and more broken promises, and my son would just cry all the time, every time his father would lie to him. Okay, there was also a lot of things to do with drugs and alcohol, but I won't get into that, because unlike you guys, I don't talk shit about people, okay? I'm just saying one part of what happened to my son. Sorry, there's a fly. It's really bugging me, and I'm already annoyed. Right, so that happened. And if you're watching, okay, girlfriend, I have told my son I got my ex's number about 2-3 years ago. I'm not exactly 100% sure. Off his mother, right? This was for another reason, but I did get the number. And I have told my son, if he would like to ring his father, he just needs to let me know, okay? So my son has had the option, but he doesn't want to ring his father, okay? Another thing is, I do not talk badly about my son's father, but I don't lie. So my son has asked me, all right, this is with all my kids, okay? I don't care how old they are. If they're going to ask me about their fathers, I will tell them the truth, but to a certain extent, okay? So this is an example. My son asked me, Mum, why did you guys break up? And I said, well, your dad and I, we argued a lot, and he didn't treat me the best. He was quite mean to me, and that was pretty much it. I didn't go on about it. I didn't tell him what his father did. But I did say to him, he's still your father. And then I think it's because it takes my son a long time to internalize things. And it wasn't until like a year later. He goes to me, Mum, I don't like my dad. And I said, why? And he said, because he did a lot of mean things to you, Mum. And I said, okay, my son, right? He may have done a lot of things to me, and he may not be here for you, but that's 50% my fault as well, because I made you. It's you're 50% my child as well as you are your father's, okay? So it was my fault as well that I chose your father to be your father. So you can't blame your dad, okay? I sit down and talk like this to my kids, okay? And I explain it to them in a way that they can understand, okay? When he gets older, if he wants to go live with his dad and get to know him a bit better, then fine. But I want him to graduate school first. I think education is highly, highly valuable to children and for adults in their later years. And that's through experience myself, okay? So anyway, I said to my son, your dad might have done a lot of things to me, but don't hate your dad because he's still your father, okay? And I chose him to be your father. So it really annoys me that this chick thinks that because I stopped his father from seeing him, that I'm a bad person. Like, girlfriend, remember, when you are pointing the finger, okay, at someone, there's 3 fingers pointing back at you, okay? Do not judge me. I know a lot of things about you guys, okay? They have 3 kids between the 2 of them, okay? And they don't have any kids in their care, all right? I'm just going to say that. That is plain and simple. That shows a lot about your character, okay? So don't come and judge me. I've got 3 kids to 3 different dads, yeah. But every single one of my children are with me, and I look after them. On my own, all right? Yeah, on my own. I hold down my fort. I work full time. I studied for 3 years, okay? I have got my shit together. So do not come on my page and write this kind of stuff, okay? I'm really sorry, guys, I'm really, really sorry. When I started this page, I wanted it to be a very positive page and just talk about things in a positive way. I've never judged these people at all. I've never said anything negative about them to anyone apart from the truth, and yeah, I'm going to talk the truth to them about to my friends about them, yeah, but not to my kids, no. Okay, and my family saw what I went through, okay? So take it as you want it, all right? And but yeah, I did not want to write a video about this, but I just thought, this could help someone else that feels like, they're doing all the right things, but they're still getting judged for being in the right state of mind. I'm not perfect, and I never claim to be perfect. I have made mistakes since I've been a parent, but what parent hasn't? That's what I'm saying. And that's why in my parenting video, I said, do not judge. And I didn't want to, talk badly about other parenting styles because I was not raised the same way as another person. So obviously our parenting styles are going to be completely different. But when, somebody attacks me knowing that I am a good mum, like that is why it annoys me, is because I know I'm a good mum. I'm not the best mum in the world, but my kids are decent human beings. They share, they're caring, they're loving. They tell me every day that they love me. They give me cuddles. They're loyal. They stick up for me no matter what. My kids have always got my back and they're polite. Sometimes they're not polite to each other and they do argue, but what kids don't argue? Come on, and my kids respect me. They'd listen to me, I don't have to nag them about shit all the time. I don't understand that people can just have one little perspective of me, right? I don't care what you say about me personally because, yeah, I can be hard to deal with. And yes, I do get angry, but it takes a lot to get me there, okay? And that's what people don't realize. People see, that flies there again, people see me blow up, but did they see what was happening before I blew up? Did they see that I had to put up with stuff for like a whole week before I actually got angry? Like, no, No, they didn't see that. They just saw me blow up and was like, oh, Tillette's being a drama queen again. It's like, no, I'm not being a drama queen, okay? It takes a lot to pee me off. It does. I don't know why I'm saying pee, because I did swear before and I said piss. So, I don't know. So, yeah. So, when people judge me, I don't really care. I don't really care when people talk shit about me. But when they talk about my parenting style, because I know that I've done a good job, okay? I moved into my house with nothing, okay? I was sleeping on a mattress at this time last year, all right? And I was broke. But my kids were provided for. And now, I think it was only 6 months later, my house is fully furnished, okay? So I'm driven. I don't just sit on my bum and expect things, okay? But when you attack my parenting style, okay, I only do this because I have kids, right? Before I had children, oh my gosh, I was here, there, everywhere because I didn't have to worry about things. But since I've become a parent, I mean, it took me a while. I must admit, my son, when he was a baby, you know, he was back and forward because of my ex as well, you know, not just because of him, but because I wanted to be with him. So, and he's here, there, everywhere. So I would follow. Okay, I think I was 20 when I had him, but people need to realize that I didn't actually start, well, I did have a good childhood and stuff like that, and I've explained this before, so I was very sheltered as a child. You know, there's a lot of things that go into it, but I was extremely suffocated. I didn't get to live life, so I didn't get to experience being a teenager till I hit like 18, 19, 20. You know, and then I got pregnant with my son, had him, so I was still young. I made mistakes, but far out. Can you just stop blaming me for my past? Okay, I have made so many changes since then. My son will be 12 soon, and I have matured and grown so much from them. So, yeah, you know, people just keep living in the past, and that's what's wrong. They keep living in the past, remembering the past, and they're going to stay in the past. Me, I prefer to think and look at the future, okay? That's what I prefer to do, and I think that's why I've come so far in my life, because I don't just sit around, you know, I mean, yes, I sit around and talk about the past sometimes, but who doesn't? Come on. But I choose not to live there. I choose to move on. Yeah, okay? And so, yeah, I mean, even my exes will attack me about me personally. But you can't say I'm a bad mum. Can you say I'm a bad mum? No, you can't. Even my ex that went to jail, my latest one, okay, he's called me everything under the sun. But he still takes his hat off to me as a mother. So, yeah. I just want to put that out there. And I'm sorry, guys, about this video. I honestly did not mean to rant. But I needed... Well, yes, I did. I lie there. But, yeah. Okay, then. I will leave it there. And thank you, guys, for your guys' support. I love it. My daughter even said the other day, she goes, Mum, I'm so happy. I read all your comments. And there's so many good comments on your page. And I'm so happy that everybody's really nice to you. And she's only 10. It's just so bloody, what's it called? She's so overprotective of me. I think she'd bloody shit bricks if she, you know, if she saw someone write something mean about me. But, yeah, so that's all I wanted to say. And I'll leave it there. But until next time, guys, I'll catch you guys later.